All right, welcome back, everybody. We are in the most important room of homes, trying to figure out what else we're talking about today, taxes. And in my home, a lot of important conversations happen right here in the kitchen. And the tax filing deadline is less than a month away on April 18th. And joining me is CPA Stephen Warren to talk to us all about his favorite time of the year. Getting a lot of sleep these days?
Not enough.
Not enough, but you push through.
Definitely.
What is the number one thing people should know when they're preparing to file their taxes?
The most important thing is to be organized, because you want to make sure that you're reporting all of the income that you're required to and taking advantage of all of the deductions that you're entitled to.
All right, so following organization, what are two other things you think people should have in order? Do they need their receipts, or what things do they need?
For a lot of it you do. For example, charitable contributions, you have to have a letter if it's over $250 with certain wording in it in proper format before you file. For lower dollar items, a receipt or canceled check is good enough. For meals and entertainment, a lot of other areas too, it is important to have the substantiation in place.
All right, so you've been helping folks file their taxes for quite some time. What's one of the biggest mistakes you see people make?
Oh, lots of types of mistakes out there, but I think the most important one that people miss out on is just not taking advantage of deductions that they're entitled to. For example, maybe moving expense. They moved for business reasons. It wasn't reimbursed. Out-of-pocket expenses for charity, like you just had Meals on Wheels on. If you're volunteering, using your car, those are deductible items for you.
Oh, wow. What about your contributions at church?
Those are going to be deductible if you have something to support it. Cash in the plate does not count, unfortunately. Give a check.
No cash, so your check, or even if you're using your debit card.
You need some sort of proof like that, yes.
And this year we have extra time to file our taxes. What if you submit, you file your taxes and then you discover you owe a huge amount of money, a large sum that you can't pay all at once?
Then you still want to file, if you're otherwise ready, pay what you can, and both the IRS and state will have an installment plan available that you probably want to apply for. But I'll also mention that the IRS, for certain hardship situations, has what they call the Offer and Compromise program, where if it looks like you actually have very poor prospects for ever paying this off, they will sometimes settle on a lower amount with you.
And if you can't fall into that category real quickly, can you file an extension?
You should in that case. So if you file an extension for federal, it will apply for the state, and it will buy you until October 16th. But keep in mind, it only extends the time to file and not the time to pay.
All right, thank you so much for being here. Volunteers from the Minnesota Society of CPAs will be live in our studios from 4 p.m. to 7:30 today through Friday to answer your tax questions for free. They're back Saturday morning from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Next.